Hello, 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 beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Friday. We just had a beautiful super full moon in Capricorn. We're gearing up for the next new moon, which is in Leo. Oh, that's right, Leo. Wow. Leo season's fast approaching. Fast approaching. As intense as these energies have been for the past few weeks, as the Syrian gateway has opened and as we're gearing up towards the Alliance Gate on the 8th of August, feel this week has been kind of like a pause, like a lull, right? It's giving us a little bit of a minute to kind of just take a deep breath and recalibrate from everything that's going on because it's been really intense. It's been really intense. Cancer, we're still in Cancer season, moving into Leo season, but Venus just moved into Cancer as well. So it's deep emotional healing going on, deep karmic clearings going on. Deep activations happening, right? All around us. And if you happen to have heavy birth chart placements of Cancer, Capricorn, and Aquarius, it's been even more intense for you. And now as we're rearing up towards Leo season, that fiery energy is starting to come on the back end of that, right? So it's kind of like we've been giving a couple of days to just kind of like take a breath because we're about to go from the freaking water to the fire, right? We need a little second. We need a little second for the transition, right? The Divine Feminines, I just want to see what this all means for you. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys, for being here with me and the Divine Feminine Collective. What messages do they need to know right now? What is going to serve the Divine Feminine's highest and greatest good at this time? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Love it. Lakshmi, my girl. Okay, Our Lady of Guadalupe out the gate. The Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I am safe and divinely protected. My beautiful, beautiful divine feminines. Look at this, right? Every rose has its thorn, right? The beauty of a rose. But if you want to get to that rose, it may hurt you. You may get stuck a little, right? So it's just reminding you that you are protected by the Most High in all things. And it's okay for you to stand in your light. It's okay for you to shine bright. It's okay for you to let everyone see your beauty. It's no, you don't have to protect it. You don't have to pretend anymore, right? You don't have to play it small. You don't have to hide. You don't have to be hidden by a cloak. You can actually just let it go and allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to be seen and know that in that you're being protected at all times. There's been some heavier energies that are not necessarily light driven around, and if you're empathic or if you happen to be like psychic or super spiritual, right, almost been getting like little psychic attacks, right? And so just a real guidance there that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, right? And I feel like that's like the message here today. Like, don't forget that. Like, yeah, they can try it. Yeah, they can send you bad vibes. They can say what they want to say. They can defame your character. They can gossip about you. They can do all of that. But none of that is going to prosper against you. None of that will ever take root. None of it will matter unless you make it matter, right? None of those things have power unless we give it power. So just a reminder that you have the power. You are safe, you're protected, and you are divine, and the power comes from within, not without, not the external. So don't worry so much about what's going on out here as so much as what's going on in here. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It didn't say the weapon wouldn't form, but it said it wouldn't prosper. Don't give your power away. Don't give your power away. Thank you. Hey, the goddess of discernment. The goddess of discernment. Let's talk about that for a second. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Listen, if it ain't hell yes or heaven's yes, the answer is no. Maybe is a no. And if you can't stand in your truth, you can't be like yes right away, then it's a no. And you be okay with that, right? Be okay with your no's. It's like having someone ask you a favor, right? And every time they need something or want something, you show up, you go all out, right? And the one time you say no, it's a big deal. It's a motherfucking big deal. The world's coming to the end. They act like you never did anything before that matters, right? If you're okay with my yeses, you need to be okay with my nos. And that can be really challenging for people, especially people that don't like to hear the word no, as if I care, right? So this is about being discerning with your energies, being discerning with your time, being discerning with your word, and setting some really clear boundaries, right? Setting really clear boundaries. We're letting in the things that we want. Discernment is different from like discernment and boundaries are different from like building walls and being just like resentful and upset, right? Like there's a difference between building a wall where not only are we blocking everything out, but we're also blocking ourselves, or being discerning, right? Yeah, we can see some things and we're looking and we're trying to figure out if we want that energy to come towards us, in which case we'll open the gate, or if we're going to shut it down. We have a choice, right? You always have a choice. It's about really being discerning with your energies. And again, standing in your truth, standing in your yes, standing in your no. Understanding that no is a complete sentence, and that's okay. You don't always have to go around explaining yourself. I meet so many people all the time that feel a need to explain themselves, right? You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to apologize for your feelings. Yeah, you might apologize for your mistakes, but you don't have to apologize for your feelings. Everyone's entitled to their feelings. You're allowed to feel the way that you feel. How you respond and how you interact with people from those feelings is a whole different conversation. But you don't have to apologize for how you feel. You don't have to apologize for being upset. You don't have to apologize for feeling angry in that moment. Like that is where the healing is. We're taught so much to suppress our feelings that they end up becoming cancers in our body and dis-ease in our body, right? No, it's not. It's about feeling it to healing, honoring it for a moment, honor that grief right now. Now, don't build a house there, right? And don't live your life dressed all in black and mourning for the rest of your days. No. But in that moment, yeah, you lost something that really mattered to you. It's okay to feel through that. It's okay to love through that. It's okay to accept that, right? And to know that this sucks, this hurts. I lost them and I'm hurting right now and I'm broken and I miss them and I want nothing more than for them to be here, right? Like I get that. I get that. I was sharing stories with another light worker the other day about my nana, right? And how much I miss her. And towards the end of her days, she got Alzheimer's, and it shattered me because she was like a mother to me. I spent more time with her in my childhood probably than my mom because my mom was a teenage mom, right, doing her thing. So it shattered me when she didn't know who I was, right? Like this woman that's like my mom, right? I'm in her lap, like I was like an adult, like in her lap, trying to crawl in her lap. She's like, "Girl, get off me," like laying my head on her lap. Like I miss all of that, right? I miss her every single day. So just having that energy and knowing it's okay. When I got pregnant with my son, right, my nana was already gone, and I would like sometimes sit there and just be a little sad, or and people would be like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just like I miss my nana," because that's something that I wanted to share with her and in spiritual truth now I know that she was with me the whole time, my whole pregnancy. She's here with me all the time, but she's been coming to me recently as my grand aunt Sarah has been. And my nana wasn't the most loving and affectionate person. Not the most, she wasn't loving or affectionate at all. Like that was just not her thing. But I knew without a shadow of a doubt that she loved me, right? I knew without a shadow of a doubt that she loved me. And her energy was really, really strong. But it's just like that. So it's like that grief. Like I can sit here and I can remember those moments and I can remember the love that I felt for her and I can remember everything that we went through, or all the precious memories that I have. And yeah, I can be a little sad sometimes, but I don't stay there because I know that she's on the other side of the veil holding me down. I know that at any moment I can close my eyes and go into prayer and meditation and connect with her energies. I don't even need to close my eyes. I can just be like, "Hey Nana, I love and miss you," and I know that she'll be here with me, right? Her birthday was on the 16th of September. And so I'll be going through my day and I'll see 16, and I know that's my nan just giving me like a little wink from heaven, letting me know that like she's here with me and I'm not alone, and to just hold on to that energy, hold on to that love a little bit, right? So I get it. I get the energy of grief. I get the energy of sadness. And it's a matter of honoring it, right? Remembering grief is just an ability to show us where we were loved, right? Where we showed up in love and how we can give love, and that we can love something so intensely and that it's okay, right? It's okay to love something, and it's okay that it's gone from this realm, because in spiritual truth, nothing is ever lost, right? Energy doesn't die, it just transforms. So just taking all those energies just within yourself and allowing yourself to feel it, whether it's the grief from losing someone you love, whether it's the heartbreak, maybe from like a relationship ending, right? Maybe someone you thought you were going to spend your forever with, and it turns out that forever ended, right? And you're like, that's not the promise that we made to one another, right? Or sometimes, sorry, I'm outside and they're like trying to taste all this deliciousness and it's aggravating. Um, or even like betrayal, right? Whether you feel you've been betrayed by a person or you feel like you betrayed yourself, right? And that's I think one of the most challenging things that we deal with is the betrayal of ourselves. When we deal with someone or react in a situation and we didn't honor ourselves, we didn't honor our intuition, we didn't honor our truth, and we betrayed our own self, right? And that's kind of like the hardest, the most jagged of the pill to swallow, because when you don't show up for yourself, it's mind blowing, right? It's like you can't really expect it from everyone else if you're not even showing up from yourself, showing up for yourself, right? So there's all of these energies that are coming up that are causing us to use discernment, that are having us show up and be like, listen, it's time to pull down the walls. I'm going to be discerning, right? I'm going to have a gate, but I'm going to see through this gate. But some of you are going to have to stay over there, right? I'm going to have to set some really clear boundaries, and that's okay. And that may be hard for some of the people in your life. That might be hard for you to step into, for you to walk into, right? I know that part of the reason that I was in a relationship that I just got out of was because I had to learn to set some really clear boundaries with people. You know, I show up for people all the time. I show up for my family. I show up for my friends. I go out of my way for people. I would do it, do it, do it, do it, and it wouldn't always be reciprocated. And as saddening as it was, I didn't really take it for like resentful, but it was kind of saddening because it's like, damn, you know, you do so much for others. Like, where are the people that are showing up for you? And so Saturn is retrograde right now in Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about social groups and community and friend groups and stuff like that. And a lot of the stuff that's being cleared right now, a lot of stuff that's being healed right now, is to show us the situations and areas of our life where those people aren't necessarily showing up for us, right? Or the situations in our life where people are showing up for us, right? Reminding us of like who actually has your back, who actually is on your side, who actually loves you more than just using the word, but loves you whether you're up or whether you're down, right? Whether you're skinny, whether you're fat, no matter if your life is beautiful or chaotic. These are the people that got you. This is your tribe. This is your soul family, right? So for the past 3 years, my soul family has come through heavy, hard and heavy for me. I've had so many people show me the love and support and gratitude for the things that, for just being in their lives or our friendship or the things that I've done for them over the years, right? I had a friend reach out to me and help me financially, and I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. That helps me and the kids. And she's like, all the stuff you've done for me over the years, you never have to say thank you. And that's not me. I'm always going to say thank you, but it felt good to know that, like, hey, people are recognizing that I have been giving them love. You know what I mean? And I wasn't doing it for accolades. I'm not doing it for a thank you. If I love you, I love you. And this is a part of my love language. Showing up for you is going to be a part of my love language. Listening to is going to be a part of my love language. It's just how I love, right? It's how I show up in the world. So this is the energy that's around us right now, divine feminines, right? Take a look at your tribe. Take a look at your soul family. Take a look at your group. Who's showing up for you right now? Who's draining you and who's pouring into you? Are there leaks in your cup of love, or are they getting the overflow? For too long, I allowed people to punch holes in my cup. And although my cup gets filled up from heaven, if there's a leak, it's draining out, right? It's draining out. It's not from the overflow. It's coming through me. It's just draining, draining, draining. It's not serving me, but it's definitely filling them up. And I had to learn and get help from the angelic realm and from my freaking soul family, my soul tribe, my ancestors, everyone coming through, and to seal my goblet of love, right? Seal this gorgeous chalice of love that the Most High has given to me, and allow myself to be completely filled up, and allow people in my tribe to get the overflow and to know that that is enough for them, right? Because they're getting my overflow, but they're not only getting it from me. They have their own cups. They have their own overflow. They're getting it from other situations, right? So realizing that I am not responsible for everyone else's healing, right? I'm not responsible for everyone else's um their spiritual like hygiene, right? They have to like show up and participate in this themselves, right? So there's just a lot there, just letting you know that you're safe, you're protected, you have a beautiful soul tribe around you, and it's time to start cleaning house, right? And being discerning and knowing that you're gonna be okay on the other end of it. Knowing you're gonna be okay on the other end of it. I love Freya, right? Because she's standing here with her hands on her hips, straight attitude, like It is what it is, and it was what it was. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? If it's not a holy hell yes, it's a no for her, right? And be okay with that. Stand in your divine feminine power and know that that's okay. It's okay for you to say no sometimes. Everything ain't for everybody, and that's okay. And maybe that's not well received from them in that moment, and that's okay too. It's time for you to move forward because this is about you and your energies and where you're moving forward. This is about the beautiful um, divine feminine, the feminine Christ energy coming back onto this planet, right? Having us all step into our divine feminine essence. You can only do that from the truth of who you are, from standing in your own divine truth and not allowing others to manipulate in your energies, right? Be really discerning. Use those delicious boundaries for your greatest and highest good, not from fear, not because you're like trying to distract yourself. Use it for your highest and greatest good. I'm setting boundaries, clear boundaries, because my energy and my well being and my life are a priority, and so is that of my tribe. And if I'm not being discerning, if I'm not setting clear boundaries, then I'm teaching my children that they need to be doormats, right? That it's okay for people to take advantage of them. And it's not, it never is. It never is. So it starts here and it starts with us. All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What else do the divine feminines need to know? Like, I just saw 1616 because my Nana is here. She loves me. Hi, Nana. I love you. It's going to make me cry. I'm already so freaking super emotional and empathic. Like, it doesn't take much to make me cry. Like, oh my God, I'm scared. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Ooh, Saraswati, the goddess of self knowledge. Know thyself. To thine own self be true. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Divine feminine. Sacral chakra, right? The second chakra is the divine feminine chakra about creativity. So thine own self be true. Be true to your own energies. Be true to your own truth. Be true to your happily ever after. Be true to the guidance of your soul. To thine own self be true. And as you're true to yourself, as you allow yourself to step into the fullness of your light and your love, let it flow, right? Everything that I do is a sacred act because it comes from love. It comes from my heart of hearts, right? I am always connected to the Most High God. And so I know that when I'm out in this world and I'm standing up and I'm a reflection of the Most High, I'm one of the reflections. We all are reflections, right? In our own different essence. Allow that to be your truth. Allow that to just sit within your energies. Feel into that. Feel into that. Anything. Woo! I'm really deck. Don't even get me started. All right. Any other messages from the Divine Feminines from this deck before we go to the beautiful unicorns? Lilith. It's another one. She plays no games. She plays no games. She plays no games. Thecla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. I am my own. Every day, I call my power back, especially at night, right? Because I'm out in this world transmuting massive energies. And so I choose, and I say, I call my power back from all people, places, things, in all directions of time and space, across all realms and directions. Now, now, now. Every day I call on my power back. Every day when I get in the shower at the end of the day, I choose to release all energies that may have been attached to my being in this lifetime or any other, consciously or unconsciously, in all directions of time and space, across all realms and galaxies. Now, now, now. Why? Because I want all those extra energies off of me. The only thing I want at the end of the day is my energy. I'm sending all those energies back to wherever they came from, or I'm giving them the guide to get transmuted. And then from that empty and clear space, because the universe does not like a voided container, I call in the energies of abundance and prosperity and love and peace and harmony and well-being and joy and satisfaction, right? I empty myself out of all the stuff I picked up throughout the day, and I fill myself up with my divine birthrights. And I allow that to be the energy that I go into bed with, right? I allow that to be the energy that I start my day with. Just saying, call your power back. For some of you, this beautiful lioness, as we move into Leo season, is another message. So if you happen to be a Leo, that's another message for you. Or if lions or lionesses are one of your spirit animals, that's even a double message for you. Oh, Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Bottom of the deck. So just know that you're loved, divine feminines. Not that you didn't know that already, because the first card out is I am safe and divinely protected, right? So here's just the universe telling you, hey, you're protected and you're loved, all right? Beautiful mothering energy coming in, which doesn't surprise me because we're still in Cancer season, or ending it anyway. All right. The unicorns have something to say, so thank you, unicorns, for being here with me in the Divine Feminine Collective. What messages do you have for them? What do the Divine Feminines need to know right now? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Thank you, unicorns. Bottom of the deck. I swear you can't make this stuff up. Stand in your power. You literally can't make this stuff up. Be passionate about your vision. Bring about positive change. Stand in your power. The prophetess of true power. Right? Discernment. She has nothing but power. Like literally, they're here for it. Stand in your power, divine feminines. It is time. It is time. It's time for you to take off the cloak that's been protecting you as you've been hiding your gifts, hiding your light, playing small, right? Scared to maybe label yourself. I had a beautiful conversation with someone the other day about the how triggering the word witch is to some people, right? You say witch and some people are like, oh, they freak out, right? And it's a really triggering energy. But a person can only have your power if you give it to them, right? People can only go as far as we let them. You're safe and protected at all times. Know that you're safe and protected at all times. No harm can come to you. No harm can come to you. Remember to put that out there. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you for keeping me safe and protected. I know that no harm can come to me. Thank you for allowing me to go through this day safely. Thank you for allowing me to sleep peacefully. Thank you for protecting me and my children. I put a bubble of white light around my children every single day. As they before they go into the world, put a bubble of white light around them. I ask Archangel Michael to be with them and to protect them as they're asleep, as they're awake, as they're coming, as they're going, in their ins and outs. I don't care where they're at in the world. I know that mommy can't always be there, but I know that the angels can. Right? Don't forget that. The card that popped out: Magical Crystal Cave. Switch on your inner light. How many times did I tell you to stop hiding your light? Bring forward your gifts. Divine feminines, yo. If y'all don't stop playing, y'all are starting to get like the divine masculines with the like not listening stuff. Like it's time to activate your gifts. Divine masculines just haven't been listening to the signs they're getting, and you guys are hiding your psychic gifts. And I feel like a lot of it comes from your fear of being judged by the people that you've always known. I'm not even going to say your tribe at this point because your soul family is going to support your endeavors. Your soul family is here to help activate you, expand you, evolve you, grow you, love and support you through all of this. But I'm going to say that sometimes the people that we just know or the people that we grew up around or the neighborhoods and communities that we're comfortable with, right? We're afraid of their judgments. We're afraid of what they're going to say to us or about us. We're afraid that it might be taken, it might be misconstrued, right? But these gifts that you have, these beautiful psychic and spiritual gifts that you have, those people did not give them to you. So it's not on them to dictate in your life whether or not you use them. They didn't give it to you. How is someone going to tell you how to use your gift from the Most High God? You're the psychic one. You're the intuitive one, right? You're the one that's getting the messages in the dreams. You're the one that's reading the freaking candle wax or scrying in the bowl. You're the one that touches something and you can tell the energy from it, right? Like that's you with all these different psychic gifts. And there's so many different psychic gifts. I can sit here all day and like go through the different things. I know with me, my hand chakras are freaking one of my most powerful tools. I know that they are. Whether I'm doing cards, whether I'm giving someone a massage, whether I'm cooking for something, like I can't do thrift stores. That energy is overwhelming to me. There's just too many energies, too much, and me start touching shit. Listen, I lose it. I'm not good in like supermarkets, right? Or like clothing stores when they're crowded because it's just too much energy and it aggravates me and it gets me amped up. So whereas some people are like I literally like I'm ready to like fight all the time because it's too much like and it just puts me in like a really hostile and aggressive space. I have to be shopping when there's not a lot of people around, right? I love to get things done when it's raining outside because I swear most of humanity acts like they're gonna damn like melt in the rain. So guess what? If you think you're gonna melt in the rain, you must not shower every day. Great. You stay home in the rain and I'm gonna go out and get all my errands done because at least I know most of you won't be out here getting on my nerves. You know what I mean? So it's just like activating those gifts and not no longer denying them, right? If there's certain like if there's certain like deities like coming to you, or angels coming to you, or your ancestors coming to you, like start tapping into that because they're coming to tell you something, right? Like the other side of the veil is always pushing into us, pouring into us joy and love and satisfaction and well-being and harmony, and they're always like, use your gifts, do what you can, be joy, be love, especially those of us that have ancestors that just crossed over, right? Let's say you have a loved one that just crossed over to the other realm and they didn't live in their truth, right? They're on the other side right now, like, don't be like me. Follow your dreams, follow your heart, follow your heart. My grandaunt Sarah was a Cancer. She was July 4th baby. And when I first started really tapping into my gifts and doing a lot of healing work, especially when I had to deal with like relationships and karma, she came to me, right? And I was surprised because it wasn't my nana, this is her sister. Um, but she was the one that was like, listen, you need to establish some really clear boundaries. Like you saw that I allowed love to lead the way and I allowed people to take advantage of me in the name of love and I got her and like she was just like, listen, I did it so you don't have to do it. Right. And so that was like an odd thing for me because she was so soft and loving and quiet and nurturing and like in the life that I knew her, right? But she was like, listen, don't be a doormat. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that it's okay for them to do these things. Sometimes it's okay to say no, set some boundaries, walk away. You deserve better. And I was like, oh, Sarah, like you talking to me like this? Because she came at me a little aggressive, but it was love aggressive, right? Little tough love things. Like this is something that you need to know. You're better than this. You're better than these relationships that you're just dealing with. And so that started me a lot on some of the path of like, all right, let me look at some of the relationships. Like, why are these relationship patterns coming up? Right? So come, Holy Spirit, come. Show me the blind spots. Show me what I'm not seeing. The Holy Spirit came and started showing me different relationship patterns in my life and where I was picking them up, right? The things that I had learned from my mother and other like dysfunctional behavior patterns throughout life from other people that had unhealthy relationships. And it was a big wake up call for me. And it was a hard thing for me to deal with. Clearing and healing maternal lineage and paternal lineage is not necessarily easy, but it's so worth it on the other end. It's so worth it on the other end because we all do deserve the best life ever. We deserve to be seen. We deserve to be loved. We deserve to be valued. We deserve to be heard, right? We deserve for our souls to be felt. We deserve to have deep, loving, passionate connection with people, right? We deserve intimacy. We deserve joy. And so when you come into that space, when you deserve abundance, you deserve prosperity, you deserve well-being, when you realize that, when you're okay with that, you start to make different choices, right? That's where our beautiful energy of discernment comes in, right? With Freya. Now you're making different choices. Now you're okay with saying yes and you're okay with saying no. And if the person's not okay with it, you're okay with that too. So beautiful, divine feminine, step into your light. Um, I implore you, step into your light. The world needs it. Your candlelight serves no one under the table. It's time for you to be on top of the table. It's time for you to be on top of the hillside. It's time for you to remember that you are the lighthouse and you are a safe space for so many. You're calling people home. It's time for you to shine your light bright. Tap into your gifts. They're treasure troves. They are here for you. You earned these gifts. You created these gifts over lifetimes. You tapped into it. You signed up for it with your soul contract. It was the purpose of having all these delicious gifts if you're not going to use it. Right? It's like people I know that have these beautiful voices. I hear them sing and I'm like, yo, you hate your job. You hate your job and you sing and you're like, the world changes around you. I can literally see the energy around you shift. Why aren't you doing that? But somewhere along the lines, they were taught that's not a real job. That's not sustainable. You're not going to make it. And so they started questioning their own gifts. No, baby, you didn't come here with that angelic voice just to be singing to me and the cold cuts that you're making a sandwich over. No, like get out here in the streets and sing, baby, sing. I wish I had a voice like some of the people I know. I'd be like, y'all play too much. I'd be singing everything, every damn thing. I'd just be jamming to y'all. Y'all be sick of me. Like it'd be a whole YouTube channel me just singing about some damn. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Please, 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 for the sake of all that's good and all that's mighty, stop hiding your light. It's time to take off the cloak. It's time to stop being scared. You are divinely protected always. Stop being scared of your gift. It is your gift, and it's going to transform your life the minute you choose to accept it. So says the word of the Most High God, right? I decree and declare that if you decide to step into your light, it is going to transform your life and you will step into prosperity, well being, and joy. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I love you. Amen.